Hello and welcome to an all new podcast called Stories of E-commerce with me, your host Wahab. In this podcast, we'll be speaking with proven brand owners, industry experts, and market gurus to take a deeper dive into the world of D2C brands and deliver on points that will guide them as to how they reach their success. In today's episode, we will be speaking with Ms. Nithila Surendran, who is the founder of Madras Trunk, which is a popular footwear brand in India. What started in 2017 as a small brand with over just 10 SKUs of products, today it has about 600 SKUs with an average monthly sale of 3,000 orders with over 1 lakh customers in the country today. Nithila has grown the brand so much. It's absolute pleasure to have Nithila as our first guest ever on this podcast, and I welcome you to the show, Nithila. And thank you for being our guest.
Thank you, Abdul. Thank you for having me here today.
Right. Nithila, what's your favorite quote?
This quote by Walt Disney is my favorite quote. So he says, "The way to get started is to quit talking and start doing things." So yeah.
Amazing. So you just right away off the block started doing Madras Trunk after your course, I believe. So tell us about the story of how you started Madras Trunk. What was the first initial stage, and how did you just begin with Madras Trunk as it?
Sure. So how Madras Trunk began was it was like a very small idea. I love designing and I wanted to design like accessories and that's how the whole idea started and I narrowed down with footwear. So I came up with a whole lot of interesting designs, colors and all that and then approached manufacturers and artisans. And while working with them, I realized that I needed an in-depth knowledge about the entire manufacturing techniques and things like that. So that's when I had to pause, did an intense course on footwear design and footwear manufacturing, and then re-begin the Madras Trunk brand. And that's how it started. Yeah.
Right. So there was just intense relearning for you to understand how it all grew and things like that. So now that you started, you begun your brand, how did you scale it to your, or how did you get your product reached out to your first 1,000 customers? Because I guess that's the most difficult phase, I believe, if you ask anyone.
Definitely. As a new brand, as a new footwear brand in the market, the first step that we did is to, of course, have like a small online presence in Instagram page. But and then we participated in pop-ups around the city, so where we were able to directly connect with the customers, get their feedback, see what designs worked with us. So that was our first step in reaching the customers directly and getting feedback, growing the brand and reaching our first set of 1,000 customers.
So, like your typical Indian startup scene for D2C brands, it's mostly pop-ups, Instagram pages, and grow from there to what it is today. Uh,
Definitely.
so, Nithila, now my question would be, because with these brands, usually there'll be one product that will usually stand out, and from there they'll scale to what they are today. Likewise, I'm pretty sure Madras Trunk would have also had one particular product that was very famous. So, what is that one product that helped you, help you familiarize with your customers?
So Madras Trunk has a wide range of designs, and especially our one unique product would be kolhapuris. Like kolhapuris are like a traditional Indian footwear that all of us love. It's like a signature footwear. Like all of us would love to have one pair that you would love to match with your ethnic wear and things like that. And that is one design that is very personal to me because I really love kolhapuris. Used to as a kid used to get those kolhapuris in like these exhibitions, and you used to have that for a very long time. So that is one thing I always wanted to introduce in my brand. But why that particular product is USP in our brand is that we've worked collaborate in a way that is more comfortable. It comes with an anti-slip sole, it has a cushioned base, so it's super comfortable for everyday wear. And I have about 100 plus colors just in Kolhapuri, so it will suit for every occasion, every dress that you want to match for.
So let's just put it this way: you gave a contemporary twist to a
The
classic,
traditional, yes,
a
Kolhapuri.
classic concept. It's amazing to hear. So that's what made your brand at the initial stages. So Nithila, now that you had your start product that was there, you reached your initial 1,000 customers and all of that. But then there would have been a point where pop-ups alone couldn't have been your strategy because you couldn't have gone to all the places to sell, or your Instagram marketing alone might not be enough to, uh, help your brand break out in a way. So, what did you do to ensure that your brand grows to the next stage? What was that step that you took?
So, as I told you, yes, we started off with pop ups, and then we were looking into a retail space for Madras Trunk. So, when we were in the planning stage, and that's when COVID happened. So, and that's the time people did not step out of the house, and footwear was not a necessity then. So, we were thinking of different ways of expanding and growing, and somehow COVID gave us this idea of not having this retail, so we expanded the business to an online presence. So we went into marketplaces. We expanded our presence in most of the major marketplaces in India. So what was a presence in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu, we had a wider audience looking at our brand. So we were able to reach the customers around India. So that gave us as a change over a couple of years. So from pop-ups, we were able to reach a wider audience and through these marketplaces.
So now everyone will say COVID hampered a lot of industries, especially your fashion industries, because everyone during COVID just wore whatever clothes, the home clothes everywhere. But you
Correct.
took a radical decision to grow your company uh, in a faster pace, in a much more scalable setup during the COVID months. So that's such an amazing thought.
Correct. All of us had our own ups and downs during COVID, but we used the time efficiently, and I think that really worked for Madras Trunk.
Amazing. But I tell you what was the other thing that I noticed that really probably worked in my ideas as well for Madras Trunk was that Madras Trunk is associated with celebrities. I see a lot of celebrities wearing Madras Trunk. So how did that happen? Today you see the likes of Virat Kohli, Dinesh Karthik, Trisha, all being associated with Madras Trunk. How did that happen, and how did you feel when that happened, when you found orders from them coming on?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. But it was not an overnight thing. It's not like I start getting orders from celebrities and things like that. It was a small growth, but steady growth that we've had over the years. So right from the very beginning of the brand, I've been associating with a lot of celebrity stylists, and so they have been using my footwear for a long time. I was able to give them, as a manufacturing brand, we were able to customize some unique colors to match their outfit for particular occasions and things like that. So that became our one of our USPs. And fortunately, that did grab our the attention of a lot of people around India. And Virat Kohli and Dinesh Karthik happened to be our customers for Madras Trunk. In fact, the things that they purchased was like Kolapuris for their kids actually.
Uh, so you do have Kolapuris for kids as well, is it?
Yes, yes. So we started as a women footwear brand and expanded our range to men footwear and kids footwear.
because I at least to my knowledge, no one has tapped that niche of cola puris for kids. So that's amazing that you have that uniqueness to doubt. I think that's probably, like I said, what Dinesh Karthik and Virat Kohli to purchase from what I heard from you. That's such an amazing feat to have that. But coming to the celebrity marketing and influencer marketing, and you have your traditional,
Hmm.
online marketing medium. So you have done all three for Madras Trunk. Uh, so
Correct.
how do you strategize as to how much budget should go into each of my marketing kind and what timing and all of that? What strategy do you follow here?
So how we plan is, say there are always multiple ways to market at one given point. So we prioritize the maximum budget of what's trending in the market. So at the moment, it's the meta ads is like the topmost way of marketing at the moment. So our top priority will be that, but doesn't mean that we let go of other types of marketing. So it goes all hand in hand. So it's a bit of organic and paid marketing together gives like a better results for any brand.
Right. So is there any advice that you would want to give to other D2C brands, like, go with celebrity marketing? Or if you have to pick out and one advice to give to other D2C brands, what would you tell them?
Yeah, so what the brands should do is they need to be very updated with the current scenario, what's new in the market. See, there are a lot of traditional ways are like proven ways of marketing, but what's new is probably something to do with AI or something. The brands need to be very updated and use the latest technology in the marketing, which always gives one a step ahead, and to stand out when among your competitors.
Amazing. So I'm pretty sure you're going to be you using a lot in Madras Trunk, and this I mean, I can see the growth of what it is today. So kudos to that. So Nithila, now we'll just move into an all new different tangent. So far we were talking about marketing and how you grew your brand. But now I'm going to talk about your operational ease. What are the tools or softwares or use of technology that you incorporate in Madras Trunk, which has helped your operations ease up and take a step back that you can focus on growing the brand?
So when we started the brand, we just started very small, basic. We were writing down all the things, and then we moved to an Excel sheet where we put all the data. And once you slightly start, growing and expanding, we see that a lot of, things get missed out. We won't be able to get the right data. And one app that I would recommend, and what we've implemented in our office is Power Platform, Power Apps. So two things which has been like very helpful because of this is, one, it can be customized to your brand, the how operating system that you want to have. You can integrate your inventory into it, the order processing, whole lot of things comes and can be customized in this app. And the one more point is it's extremely user friendly, so you don't have to have like a very trained or technically sound person to operate these things. Someone who's very basic, who can handle the computer and the systems well, should be able to operate this and get very hands on in the system.
Amazing. So you use Power App as your entire ERP tool to streamline your operation. Is
Correct.
that uh, is that a brand or is that a tech that you would ask other brands to also follow, or do you say it's brand wise? It depends on their call.
See, this app can be used for various brands because, as I already told you, it can be customized and it's user friendly. This is definitely one app that I would definitely recommend brands to
Very, very strong
write on.
brand. Now I'm going to ask you on your journey so far, being the founder of the brand. What is the one key decision that you took, or one key decision that made your brand grow, the sales of the brand, sales of the products grow exponentially? What is that one key decision that you think you took that helped that happen?
So So one element that Madras Trunk offered was customization, because we had our own manufacturing unit. So we were able to customize the color or a design or size for the customers. So that was also adding on to our USP of the brand. But going forward, we were looking at the data, about her years data. We were looking as to what kind of customization we were doing mostly, and we were sort of like analyzing data. We realized like 95% of the customization that we done were only size customizations. The Because we had a wide variety of designs, we had wide variety of colors. So the major part of customization we did were only sizes. And in Indian market, the major footwear brands caters to size only till 41. So there was a market gap, and we were able to fill in through the customization. But to make things easier for the customer and for order processing, so what we did is we were able to introduce sizes to from 41 onwards. So it starts from 36 up till 41 is initially we had. Then we introduced the sizes 42, 43, and up till 44. So the customer can just measure their foot length, choose the size on the website, and place the order. So it sort of worked like a win-win for both of us, to reduce the entire hassle of uh, the customizing the product, but still you would get a footwear to your size. uh, so this system actually enhanced our growth to up till at least like 25% increase in sales growth we saw when this system was changed.
Right? So you reduced your operational hassle, you increased your top line as well. So that's just pure profit from that decision, I believe so far. So that's
Yes.
such an amazing small decision that's just made the your brand grow from what it was to what it is. Uh, so now I'll just ask you one very curious question. Uh, so you're now a well-established brand in the country. Have you ever been approached for funding? Because that's the motto for most brands right now. So I'm pretty sure you would have been approached for funding. What is your experience with that so far? How
Yes,
did you have?
we were approached for, but we decided to just go forward as we are doing it at the moment, because we wanted to do work in a certain way. I had a whole idea for Madras Trunk. Madras is something that I created from scratch, and I wanted to take it that way. So we decided not to go for funding at the moment.
But most brands that come in right now, they come in with an intention of I just have to quickly grab funding and see or grow it further and things like that. So you kept it bootstrapped and you've shown the world that you can grow without funding itself. What is that one advice that you give to brands that seek out funding? What opportunities are they missing out with quick approach towards funding as well?
Definitely. So that is sort of becoming like a trend these days. A lot of people are starting a business to get the funding and probably exit out of it quickly. Uh, Personally, I feel business should be started for a purpose, for growth, for expansion, and a lot of other things, and not just for funding and exit strategy. It should be like a growth strategy, and not an exit strategy basically. So I think that kind of mindset should be changed.
I guess yeah, you know best about your brand and that. I mean, you've taken your brand to what it is today, so that's amazing. And sticking by it as well. I'm just going to ask you a very off-topic question. Uh, why the name Madras Trunk? I've always been curious. Yeah, why the name Madras Trunk?
So I have a very fond memory of my grandmom giving me like a small treasure that she was using. It's a small trunk. So she gave to me when I was a kid, and I used to store a lot of like knickknacks and cute things into the trunk. So I wanted to have that name in the brand, and Madras is something that I really love. The whole Madras is like an emotion kind of a thing. So even after it changed into Chennai, we always love the name Madras. So just connected two things together. The Madras trunk.
Throwback to your childhood in a way, I guess. But now that you've said, I do think that your logo as well is a trunk. So
Yeah, yeah, correct. Yeah.
I just only noticed now. Um, okay. So, Mithila, I think I'll ask one last question to you uh, before we move on to the next round, the rapid fire round. So, what is that one decision in your throughout your journey so far? What is that one decision that you wish you were taken a bit earlier? And also, you'll have to tell me about one decision that you really are thankful and grateful that you took at that point.
Uh,
Good question.
so yeah, so one decision, I think forming the right kind of team is very essential for any business. The team should align with the business goals, and in turn is the only way the business can grow in a smooth way. Of course, the business every day is going to have its hurdles, but apart from that, a core team with aligns with your principles is very important. So to find the right kind of team members, it took a while for me, but I feel that I should have done it a little more earlier. But now I do have like a very strong team which supports me and my brand and the growth.
Right. And what is that one decision that you're very thankful that
So what happens is when you always have like the right kind of people, also identifying the right kind of talent in each uh, you know uh, team member also added like a plus point in our small team. So what happens is there's this one artisan who's very good in making like the footwear, but I also saw that he is very good in his technology and using the phone and things like that. So with a little bit of like help and also the ease of wanting to learn more, so we were able to teach a lot more things, and he was able to even do a lot more operation work. So there he sort of like bridged the gap between the operational admin staff and also the artisans who actually make the footwear. So identifying the right kind of talent that the team members have also has like greatly helped in building the brand.
amazing? So your talent is always associated with your team, I think.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
we so now that we have come to the end of the segment, we quickly move into the rapid fire round where I'll just ask you a series of questions and you'll have to answer real quickly. So are you ready, Nithila?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
What's the best piece of business advice that you ever got?
Take one step at a time, be consistent.
Ah, amazing. What's your favorite productivity tool?
Canva and ChatGPT.
How are you linking those two together? Such an amazing thing. So, yeah. Uh, what's your favorite activity outside of work?
I love to draw, paint. Yeah.
Also, you're a painter as well, so no wonder all your shoes come in an artistic way. All your footwear come in an artistic way. So, yeah. So, in your mind, what's that one attribute that a business owner should have?
I would say one of the attributes it's decision making, making difficult decisions and quick decisions. So decision making is one of the main attributes entrepreneurs should have.
What's one thing that no one knows about you?
A lot of people think I'm very soft spoken, shy, and all that, but they haven't seen the other side of me when I'm an entrepreneur, when I make very, tough and stern decisions at work and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's something that not many of your friends do know.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you had all the money in the world,
Mhm.
uh, what's one other that you do in addition to Madras Trunk?
Probably, probably jewelry and clothing designing.
It's all into fashion. You just
Yes,
make it a fun
definitely.
fashion, the Madras Trunk in a way. Yeah.
Correct. Lot of elements into the trunk, I suppose.
Okay. And last question: what's your favorite travel destination?
Paris.
Fashion of the world.
Paris, yes, fashion and art, no? So,
Yeah. That's it. Now we've come to the end of the questions, Nithila. Thank you so much. You've been an absolutely amazing guest. I had super fun learning about how you built the brand. It was amazing fun. Uh, People can check out about Madras Trunk. Their website is there, themadrastrunk.com. I will be adding it on the comments as well in the description. And you please give them a follow on Instagram as well. Please do check out their products, and I'm pretty sure you'll be super amazing, super happy to catch up. Nithila, where's the best place to connect with you? Is it on Instagram, or where can
yes,
people connect?
definitely. For quick replies, you can just drop us a DM on Instagram.
Thank you so much, and we until the next episode, we catch up. Thank you.
Thank you.